Do mice really like cheese? We would all spend our mornings watching cartoons on TV when we were little. Rabbits running from hunters, fighting ducks, supergirls receiving all their power from planets. But the cartoon that made us laugh the most was the one where the cat and the mouse pick on each other. But why did the mouse character love to eat cheese the most? Is cheese a mouse favorite in real life? Here are unknown facts about the relationship between mice and cheese. Mice, having many species in nature and being named generally after their habitat, are classified as harmful rodents due to their instinctive nibbling and large appetite. The most common and known mice species, such as the sewer mouse, field mouse, and dormouse, can feed on various produce depending on their habitat. They can consume food almost half of their weight at once. But first, we need to know which food groups they prefer in which circumstances. A mouse living in an arch-shaped hole in the wall and running for cheese when they're hungry has reoccurred in cartoons for years. But why? In the second half of the 20th century, cargo ship business was very popular in Switzerland. For them, the seas and oceans becoming centers of trade was a great channel of income. The food being imported and exported the most was Swiss cheese. Yet, according to a belief, whenever the cheese cargo ships came to the harbors to load up, they would face a mouse invasion on the ship. Every time, the mice would be found inside the holes of Swiss cheese and were wiped out. For this reason, people believe that mice love cheese. Another belief was about refrigerators. Before fridges were invented, dairy products were kept in regular cupboards. But normally, dairy products had to be kept in an extremely cold environment. So cheese was both produced under difficult circumstances and could not be kept efficiently. This is why moldy cheese was pretty popular in the 1950s. The wealthy believed it to be the best cheese in the world. Yet there was a small detail they were missing. Because mold contains a lot of carbohydrates, the mice were coming to the mold, not the cheese, because there was nothing mice wouldn't do for carbs. In 2006, Dr. David Holmes became very curious about the belief that mice love cheese, and he started researching. Holmes argued that such a conclusion could not be reached from cartoons and a few occurrences in the past. And according to his research, mice had the intuition to eat almost anything they could find in their proximity. Yet the food they preferred evolved to become vegetarian due to their living conditions. So the main thing was not protein-rich cheese, but in fact the opposite: grains, nuts, and fruit high in carbohydrates and sugar. So according to this information, the cheese that was inserted in mouse traps was useless. After the results of the research, this information became nothing but dusty history. In short, the right answer is that unlike humans, mice don't even care for cheese unless they have to. Keep it in mind, these types of information usually enter our lives through hearsay. This means we can believe in a completely false fact with our eyes closed just because of a couple of occurrences in history. Therefore, as the human race, we should not make any move without questioning and researching first. Don't forget, information can destroy itself and disappear completely unless it is focused on. It is in your hands to not lose it.